Millions of dollars have been spent to get your vote on the California propositions.
KPIX Vice Film and Tier joining us with voters being forced to really read between the lines when you look at one ad versus another.
Or read between the lines and then turn around and become a lawmaker. Well, by far the biggest spending this year is going into Proposition 8. And that's a move by a major healthcare workers union that's asking voters to limit the fees and profits earned by private dialysis clinics here in California. The idea was to try to get more money going for workers in patient care. The negotiations didn't work, and we have this on the ballot. It's the latest special interest politics on both sides, with voters having to once again play referee.
If Prop 8 passes, thousands of us dialysis patients will be thrown out into the cold.
His patient lives are worth more than big dialysis profits. Yes on 8.
To date, the dialysis companies have spent a whopping $111 million aimed at defeating the measure, with most of it going into TV ads.
And that is a record over the last 15 years that we have electronic data for one side spending money on an initiative.
Daniel Newman is the founder of Spotlight, a nonprofit group that monitors political money. For Newman, using the ballot box for these types of mega million-dollar slugouts is becoming far too common.
And sometimes special interests actually promote or oppose and manipulate the system to seek their own benefits.
Another mega measure on the ballot is Proposition 10, which is aimed at eliminating restrictions on rent control. Real estate and apartment owners have spent $75 million so far to try to convince voters to go thumbs down on the measure. Rent control supporters have spent about $25 million.
The overall goal of the advertising is to influence you as a voter to vote yes or to vote no.
But whatever the issues, chances are going into this election, you really don't know enough to make an informed decision just on your own. But then that's the point of all the ads on both sides.
And one of the problems with these ads is that they're often misleading. The people sending you these ads in the mail or putting them on TV or the radio have no interest in truthfulness, really. It's just about getting you to vote a certain way. And that's why, as a voter, the best thing you can do is look at the government guide.
And that's exactly what a lot of people do on their kitchen tables, in their living rooms, in the cafeterias. Yeah. And it's amazing to watch because the questions on their faces just are going, why am I having to do this? It's because the lawmakers aren't doing it. But that's democracy, whether you get it in Sacramento or in the ballot box. And boy, do we pay a lot for it. Over $300 million is going into these races this year.
All the propositions combined?
That's right. And the bond measures, over $300 million.
Crazy. It is crazy, Phil.
Right.
Thank
Do
you.
your homework.